All right, Chapter 8. We're talking about consideration. Well, what is consideration? Now and for consideration of $10, the parties do by here agree to enter into the following contract. What on earth does that mean? Okay. Now, by definition, consideration is what a promise or the person making the promise requires as the price for the promise. Okay. It's what we call a bargain for exchange. Okay, here we go. Now, you and I enter into a contract. What did I give up? Okay. What did you give up? Both parties have to give something up. That's what consideration is. What did I give up? Okay. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I offer to sell you X number of widgets for $100 a widget. What am I giving up? I'm giving up those widgets. What are you giving up? Money. Okay? That's what consideration is. Okay? One of my favorite ones. Will you marry me? Okay? I say this to a young lady. Actually, I said it to April and she said, okay. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. But anyway, I say, will you marry me? Okay? What am I giving up? Well, there's that small little shining sparkly object. What did April give up? Well, she gave up her right to, be with somebody else. I've also given up that right to be with somebody else. Okay? So we have both brought consideration to this particular contract. Okay? Now, adequacy of consideration. Now, what do you have to give up in order to get something? Well, it depends. Look at this. As a general rule, okay, the adequacy of consideration is irrelevant. So you mean to tell me that I could buy a house for $1? Yeah, it's all good, okay? But look at some of this stuff. Part payment. Promising to give something to which the other party is already entitled is not consideration. What does that mean? Promising to give something, okay, we're going to give away something, which the other party is already entitled to. Okay, so you mean to tell me that if I offer to give you your car, this is not consideration? That's right. Whose car is it? It's your car. Okay? How can I give you your car? Okay? See what I'm talking about? You already have a right to that car. It's yours. So I have not really given up anything. Okay? Insufficient or invalid consideration. Performing or promising to perform what one is already obligated is not consideration. Okay? I am obligated to teach this online class, right? So you offer me, an extra $100. Okay? Me saying, okay, what did I give up? Nothing. I already am obligated to do these video lectures, for every single chapter. I'm not giving anything up. However, check this out. You offer to give me an additional $10 for me to meet with you outside of class to help you with your homework. Okay? Am I legally obligated to do that? No. So what am I giving up? I'm giving up my time to come and meet with you, to assist with you for this online class. Okay? What are you giving up? $10. Okay? There's consideration there. Right? Refraining or promising to refrain from doing what one has no right to do is not consideration. Okay? Check this out. It's an old case. An uncle goes up to his nephew and says, "Nephew, if you promise to stay away from gambling, wild women, and drinking until you reach the age of 25, I will give you $5,000. The nephew says, okay. Okay? The nephew reaches the age of 25 and he legitimately refrained from gambling, wild women, and drinking. He subsequently goes to his uncle and says, "Hey, I did everything you said. Where's my money?" Uncle says, "Hey, it was for your own good." What did the nephew give up? He gave up his right to gamble or play cards, wild women, and his legal right to drink. He had a right to do all that stuff. So he gave up those things. That's what he gave up. That was the consideration he gave. His uncle said, "Hey, $5,000. That was his consideration. As such, there is consideration on both parts. All right? Past performance is not consideration. Okay? Oh, I did this for you 10 years ago. Now I want to be, compensated. No, you've already done it. There was no bargain back then. Okay? Consideration basically is both sides giving up something that they don't have to give up. It's a bargained for exchange.